Monday. Happy Monday. It's a beautiful afternoon. We got some amazing guests with us that are doing some big things in Atlanta, remixing the game, man. Can y'all please welcome Ryan Richmond and Greg Bowman to a seat at the table, the co-founders of Popcorn Remix.
Big things
Finally.
Literally. Things stop. Right? How y'all feeling today, man? Thank you guys for joining us. I know this has been a work. We've been trying to make this one work for a while.
We've been in the building, but we never got to come in these doors. Those doors was closed.
Yeah, they had this thing ducked off for us. They took us in through the front.
Now we got hardwood floors and all kind of
cold
stuff.
water, lights, all this. If y'all can see this nice and fancy in here.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you. But you guys are the star today. Please, thank you guys for coming. And I just want to talk about, why popcorn, man? Because there's so many other foods and possible drinks, and even there, y'all can open a movie theater in Atlanta. But why did you guys want to do the popcorn?
I think it was destiny. So, the whole story is, my grandfather, Chester. So this is Chester. You see Chester everywhere. This is Chester.
I don't have
my
a
grandfather, Chester. My grandfather passed away, and I went to Illinois, where I'm from, Peoria, Illinois, to his funeral. And after the funeral, I got snowed into a popcorn shop.
That's crazy.
It was snowing, and so I chose to just sit there in the popcorn shop.
Ask him why he sat there.
Why you sat in the pot? Why didn't you go home, man?
I was in the rental car. I had an upgraded rental car, and I didn't have the insurance right. So I said, I'm not gonna drive this car in the snow. I'm not doing that. So I chose to sit in the popcorn shop with some nice people, and I learned the popcorn game.
Nah, that's fire. Smart choice, because them rental insurance, they don't play.
They don't play.
They don't care if it's a little the tiniest scratch. They gonna wax you for that, for sure.
It could have been a tire shop. It could have been a waxing. A waxing shop.
It
just happened to be popcorn.
So it's crazy, bro. You been snowed in a waxing shop would have been insane.
We would have remixed waxing. Waxing remix.
Your way.
No, but it happened to be popcorn. And I was like, man, we can do popcorn, and we can do crab legs and banana pudding and butter pecan and jerk chicken, and we can do it a whole different way. And
flavors on flavors.
Right.
So, Greg, when this idea was brought to you, did you just know it was going to be a hit? Because I ain't going to lie, for me thinking popcorn, I eat popcorn maybe once a month if I go to the movie theaters, but I don't know if I'd want to put some money into popcorn. Did you believe in the idea right away?
I knew it immediately. He called me and was like, yo, come by. You said come by the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said come by the house, and then I wound up going by I actually went to the store. And as soon as I walked in, I was like, oh, yeah, this is it.
Wow.
This is it.
He had a total different vision than me. I didn't say this is it.
I knew immediately.
I was like, I thought we were going to be a little popcorn shop in Conyers. We were going to have our flavors, and around Christmas time, everybody was going to come, and we was going to do numbers around Christmas. And, we do a little fundraiser here, things like that. But
he think modestly, I be shooting for the moon. I was like, yo, this is the next McDonald's. And I promise you, those was my exact words.
McDonald's of popcorn. That ain't a bad thing to be.
Nah.
Baskin-Robbins of popcorn.
The Baskin-Robbins of popcorn. Absolutely.
Okay. Man, so from being snowed in a popcorn shop to 50 flavors now. What is your favorite flavor, each of you, and why?
What's crazy about that? My favorite flavor changes from day to day.
Really?
Like yesterday, it was the taste of chocolate, which is caramel, chocolate, and nuts.
Okay.
But then this morning, when I was putting some stuff together, I took a little swig of that DTP, and
that's the hot wing, right?
No. The hot wings is the hot wings and lemon pepper. The DTP is the red one. It's nice and tangy. And the crazy thing about the Disturbing the Peace is only 3 people know what's in it.
We don't travel together.
We don't travel together. You see, we came in separate cars. We fly on different planes. We go to the same spot. I promise you. I promise you. We just left Houston. Was on 2 different planes, going 2 different airports. We don't want no problems. Somebody got to tell the story.
Somebody got to tell the story.
I'm really laughing, bro, because rest in peace to Kobe. That's what his wife said too.
It's the truth.
She's like, we don't ever travel our planes together.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and I think mine will be butter pecan. That butter pecan.
That's consistent for you, though.
That's been consistent for me. I'll mess around with a little here and there, but that butter pecan. Now I may take a butter, throw a DCP in it, throw a little cheddar in it.
A little mix.
Make a little mix. My own little mix. But yeah, that's me.
So you guys both came from very different backgrounds. Ryan, you're from more of the business corporate background, and Greg, you was in the music industry. How did those experiences shape how you guys run y'all business today?
Well, honestly, the music industry turned into an abusive relationship for me. So I was dead in the water, stinking, looking for something else to do. So it was actually just perfect timing for us. Yeah. Well, at least for me, it was perfect timing.
I think it made us the perfect, yin to the yang. You know what I mean? I always say he put the remix in Popcorn Remix. You know, we had the name. We were talking about remixing flavors. But when he brought it in, when he brought people he knew, the Amp Hamiltons, the Anthony Hamiltons, the Big Daddy Kane, Case, all these people, RL from Nick. I mean, he brought all these faces. And I think that's the first thing. Because I think in this world right now, people want to see something that looks comfortable. Yeah. That they relate to. Already. That support. And these people supported us for nothing. Those names I said, these are people, multi-million, records sold and, all around the world. And they just support us because they love how it tasted. And this was just in the beginning. So, kudos to Greg for where it is because of him, it's skyrocketed to where it is today. From, his idea, hustle, grind. My wife, she held it down, with the idea. She came up with the name and so forth. But it got so bad. We just told my wife, you just go do your thing because like this thing, we waking up. We don't want to wake up. We going to sleep after bedtime. But once again, that's what come with the hustle.
Entrepreneurs, yep. Entrepreneurship. So, Greg, I guess maybe you could speak on more of like the marketing strategy you used. I know you brought a couple of your connects from the music industry, but was it to make it look popular, let it be seen with all the cool dudes, the big names, and then that automatically makes it popular? What was your strategy?
That was exactly it. Absolutely, because everybody loves a winner. Yep. So if you got the two-time heavyweight champion of the world, Shannon Briggs, holding up your popcorn, it's verified. Yep. Immediately, and that goes with everybody. I mean, this popcorn is taking us all around the world. We was at the White House, last summer, last summer we had the White House for the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So, once again, it solidifies that popcorn is doing something. So now, it's slowly but surely becoming a household name.
So you guys started in Conyers with your shop in Conyers, but now you're in major venues like the Gateway Center and the Georgia World Congress Center. It's not easy to get your product in places like that. Could you maybe take us behind the scenes of the growth?
Let me add Mercedes-Benz Stadium with a station on every single level. Let me add Truist Park, Atlanta Braves. We're inside there right now. Like you say, Gateway Center, GICC, GWCC, and so forth. So
I didn't mean to leave nobody out.
Oh, I was just saying that's why we wear these hats. At the same time, shout out to the Falcons.
Shout out Falcons, for real.
Braves. Shout out to the Braves
and the Braves. All Atlanta sports teams.
But I mean, honestly, the popcorn has spoken for itself. A lot of these things came to us as far as like I heard. Honestly, even the Gateway Center, we were at a College Park Skyhawks game, and somebody tapped us on our shoulder and said, "Hey, aren't you the popcorn guys? Come with us."
Hold on, let me interject. And it's all because we had on our shirts. It's all about branding. We had on Popcorn Remix shirts, and somebody saw it, tapped us on the shoulder, and was like, "Are you the Popcorn Remix guys?" Excuse me. Are you the Popcorn Remix guys? We've been looking for you. Am I correct?
Yep. And they walked us back and gave us a contract on the spot. Wow. For the Atlanta Dream and the Georgia International Convention Center. That was the first people that showed us love. Shout out to HH. Howard Hickman, that's my man. I don't know if you want me to do that, but I did. I did.
That's OG Pimp Fresh.
That's my man. He was the first one to actually give us something on paperwork to actually add to our resume.
Can't leave Deb
out. As that, and Deb Harris and so forth, all at the GICC.
See, he was going to leave you out, Deb.
I was not going to leave Deb out, but thank you for everything.
So y'all get the deal with the Dream, Skyhawks, and I guess how quickly was it for the other, like the Falcons and the NBA? I mean, Falcons and the Gateway Arena to come start reaching out to you guys, or what was that process like?
Well, let me say this. We've only been in business less than 3 years.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah. So all this
happened. Just started for real.
Yeah. I mean, we're just starting for real. And so, yeah, I mean, and they came.
And actually, I would say all of that happened within a 12-month span, 12 to 18 months.
In the last 12 months. Yeah. So once they find it's all about the taste, So once you hear about it, we send them a package. Somebody hear about it, we send you a package. Somebody say, "Hey, got the Braves," send them a package. Hey, Whoopi Goldberg, she loves your popcorn, send her a package. Gail King, send her a package, because once they taste it,
Gabby, can't forget Gabby
Sidibe. And most recently, in the last 72 hours, Mr. Damon John himself, Mr. Shark Tank himself, quoted. And what did he say about the popcorn?
The best candid coated popcorn I've ever had in my life.
He's ever had in his life. Mr. Damon John, Mr. Shark Tank, went on social media. We didn't even know. Did a whole post about all of our popcorn.
2-minute rant.
2-minute rant about every flavor. One container was empty by the time he put it up there.
It was the DTP.
It was the DTP.
It was the DTP.
But yeah, so it's all about the taste. So you mentioned marketing before. Our marketing is, let me let you taste it. No matter if we're at the Maple House Amphitheater, Skybridge Amphitheater, the Falcons, let me let you get this taste. Free samples. That's what we mastered. Free samples. Come and taste this. If you taste it, we got you.
It's like
That's
New
smart.
Jack City.
Like New Jack City, Pookie.
Pookie.
Like
now.
Pookie, you
I'm
know?
gonna give you the first one. The next one is on you.
Yeah. That's it.
He laughing, but that's actually how we pattern ourselves. Matter of fact, what's the name of our manufacturing facility?
The Carter. We have signed paperwork, and we've actually passed the first thing as far as our own 7,000 square foot manufacturing facility in Decatur,
Yes.
Georgia, and we call it the Carter. So all of that is for the wholesale. All of that is for the retail. If we decide to go that route, that's all that's for. And we're proactive with it. We're not even able to do that right now to solidify that, but we know it's coming because of the way our trajectory is going.
Right.
So let's get ahead of it. We don't want you to come to us and be like, well, give me 2 months, give me 3 months while I go get this thing. No, when you come to us, we want to be ready.
We want to be ready.
We'll be ready for you.
And some people they're gonna miss that Carter phrase. So
Carter
the Carter, like I don't know if you caught it.
I'm trying to think it was a Lil Wayne reference or not.
No, not Lil Wayne. That's a good one, but not Lil Wayne. You ever see New Jack City? That might be before your time.
New Jack City, the Carter is where what's his name? When he had a good product, he took over a whole
building
project, and he called it the Carter. And the Carter is where they came to get
where they manufactured.
They came to get the work.
the work.
Right.
So that's why we
right.
call it the Carter, because that's where all the work is coming from the Carter.
It's coming from the Carter.
So as they use that reference, we use the reference of popcorn. We like popcorn.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all some cultured individuals. Whether it's the jokes, the puns, the movie references, man, y'all doing it.
All
Y'all
that.
got it perfectly, man. I ain't gonna lie. But tell me, what were some of the misconceptions you guys first, maybe when people heard y'all doing popcorn, what were some misconceptions and reactions you got? And then how did you overcome them?
What you think?
I think the biggest misconception is that all popcorn is the same.
Okay, I'll go.
Or that I've had it all. You know, even when you're talking about the company that does the fundraising, the DG company, everybody, a lot of people know about that company that do fundraising. Everybody say, I'm so tired of that. I'm tired of popcorn. But see, we're different. And that's why, once again, you got to come and taste it. We got to let it hit your tongue. You know what I mean? We got to remix you because you can't go anywhere to taste the name. You can't go anywhere and just get cookies and cream and DTP and white chocolate and all this other stuff. And that's what we did. We made our own lane. You had cars around forever, and all of a sudden they came with this electric car, and it changed the game. We wanted to be the electric car of popcorn, something that's been around for years, but you never ever had it like the remix.
Right.
You can actually go in the store if you want to get a banana pudding, crab leg, white cheddar, jerk chicken, popcorn.
With dill pickles in it.
With dill pickle on the top of it. You can get that because it's the remix. So we wanted to allow you to do what you want to do and bring those flavors.
Right.
We always thought to blow your mind straight to you.
And that's why it's called Gourmet Popcorn Remixed Your Way. So you can cater it however you want. Not Burger King, but you can do it however you want.
However you want to do it.
I love that. Entrepreneurship isn't easy. Like, people always see the bright side of it, you know what I mean? But there's always downs, even if you don't post and tell nobody about it. How did you guys stay motivated through the tough days, especially when entrepreneurship gets overwhelming?
I know what his answer is going to be.
What's my answer?
I'm not going to tell him. I'm going to let you tell him your answer. My thing is, I want my parents to be able to see it. I want them to be proud. I want them to be able to maybe walk into a store and be like, that's my son's. So I work a lot, and I might move a little faster than my brother probably want me to.
He does, but he always, and like myself, we always bring everything back home. We don't make any decisions without one another.
No.
My motivation for that is my kids. I'll make a nice living with my 9 to 5, but just to have something that's your own. Like, I went to career day at my son's school last week, and I was the featured star of the whole school, all because of this popcorn, and because of Chester, to go, all this other stuff. Like, my son was so excited as a 4th grader. Like, Dad, everybody's talking about you. Everybody's talking about you. So, I grew up without a father, man. So I've always had to prove myself as far as a man in my eyes about what to do. So I don't need no more motivation. You know what I mean? This is here to stay. Once again, this is not just a niche thing. This is something that's going to take over the world. Like I said, we've touched Walmart. We've touched all these places have shouted us out, came to our store.
What did Walmart do?
Walmart
do?
gave us a paper. They gave us a little paper.
Get a little couple of dollars.
Named us,
gave us a few dollars.
Yeah, they named us as one of the top 10 minority-owned businesses in America.
Wow.
Last year came, did a whole feature on us and all that stuff like that. So we don't take that stuff for granted, man. I tell my kids, people can do nice things. They don't have to do it for you. So the people that's doing nice things for us, like I say, those people that did all those things, we appreciate it. We do not take it for granted. We're gonna make all of y'all proud.
What I really love about Popcorn Remix is y'all are like really two close friends, like brothers, like that really came together to work together. Could y'all maybe talk or give the people 2 tips for going into business with a friend? How do I know which friend to pick? Or like, am I supposed to be getting on him too hard? Or do I let him do what he's good at? Give him 2 tips for going to business with a friend.
I'm gonna say you don't have to be like-minded. It's okay to be different. I don't think we've ever had a disagreement or argument or anything like that because, we put our egos and our pride aside for the better of the business, because at the end of the day, like he may feel one way, I may feel another way, but at the end of the day, like I said, it's all about the better of the business. What would you say?
I've never said this before. I'm gonna say, let it be respect and love.
Yeah.
I think that's huge. Like I said, if you respect your mama and you love your mama enough, then it's just certain things you just not gonna do.
You're never gonna do.
You're just not gonna do certain things. It ain't who you've known the longest. It ain't who got the most money. It ain't who got anything. We got our own story, and I won't even go into that as far as how this started. But it ain't about who got this, who got that. It's about who is going to put their blood, sweat, and tears into it. And because of that, it's certain things that we want to allow certain things to infiltrate that because of the amount of respect and love we got. I tell them, if I can't do this, with you, I don't want to do it, brother.
Absolutely.
And I know 100 million people, even before him, that I've known for 40 years, that I grew up with, that I did, but he was the one that was chosen to take this ride with me. And so let's take this ride, brother.
In the car, driving.
In the car.
You guys are very hands-on with your business too, even working in the store some days as the founders. How important is to stay connected to your customers on a day-to-day, every day?
It's very important.
Super duper important. A young lady, even on Instagram today, 14 years old, she stated, and I'm trying to say what she said. Basically, she was like, I love your popcorn. I've had my mom, I know 2 of the 3 containers we bought is already gone. I'm an entrepreneur just like y'all, but I make cookies or cakes or something like that. And she was like, I just love, and she said that guy that was there, which was him, he makes my day. She said, he makes my day. And that's the thing about it. We do delegate some responsibilities because we can't be in all places at all times. But if it's one event, a lot of times then one of us if not both are going to be there because we want to be able to be there so you can see our faces and so forth. And we know we can only make that last so long, but because of that, we're going to find a way to always stay connected to our people and not just have something where somebody's saying here. And that's why we have samples and we have what we call our employees, like people that sell mixtapes. We want people that's going to be able to talk and vibe with the customers and not just be
right. It's not so much transactional. It's not transactional. You need to intertwine with them.
So where do you guys see Popcorn Remix going 5 years from now? Where do you think it will be?
We're gonna turn down a lot of deals.
Yeah, we're gonna turn down a lot.
And that's
a good thing.
And that's a good thing. And some people don't look at it like that because some people think all money is good money.
No.
We've had money thrown at us. We have blank checks, offers thrown at us to franchise, to do this and do that. But once again, if we do that, then the integrity of the product is not good anymore. Cause now this person over here putting too much lemon pepper, they doing it, and they doing too much. You
got your buddy in the back selling hot dogs in the back of the store. He's selling Frank's
pork chop flavor. We ain't approved the pork chop flavor. You know what I mean? So that's why, you know what I mean? So in 5 years, we hope to be wholesaling all around the world. We hope to be packaging and shipping all day. Manufacturing, packaging, shipping, all arenas, all movie theaters, Tyler Perry sets, all this other stuff. That's what we want to do. We want to get this popcorn anywhere that people sit down.
We should be moving into our 3rd building in 5 years, getting rid of the 2nd one, going into a big one.
I will hope so. But that's our vision. That's totally our vision, is to be able to do it like that.
Is there a flavor that you guys would never make?
We got these.
I hate pineapple. I never want to eat nothing pineapple.
No. Because it's not about us. It's about y'all. You know, we got this hog maws and chilling thing that's seasonal. You laughing, but we serious. I'm dead serious. We got collard greens, cornbread, hog maws and chillings.
So
someone requested chilling popcorn.
Yes,
they go crazy over it. They're asking for it.
We make the shrimp and grits.
We have a shrimp and grits.
So if we can do it and it stays aesthetically pleasing.
Right.
Meaning that it looks good in the container. It's not messy.
It's a go.
It's a go. We're going to try it. So shout out to us. info@popcornremix.com. Shoot us those recipes. Shoot us. Let's try. Let us see
let us see what we can do. Because I think I want to do a cube steak and mashed potato. That's what I want. Cube steak and mashed potato. We're going to see what that thing.
Cube steak and mashed potatoes?
Absolutely.
I want the steak one, but the mashed potatoes, I might have to pass on that.
You would have said that about the shrimp and grits until you tried it, too.
I tried it.
I promise you.
Save me a bucket, man.
I got you.
You got it.
But I guess my last question would be for that little boy or that little girl that they want to go into business. They want to be an entrepreneur, but they don't know what to sell exactly. They don't know how to even start. They don't even know why. They just know I'm not meant to be working behind wherever I'm working right now. I have a bigger dream for myself. Can each of y'all give one tip to finding that perfect product, creating that perfect product?
Well, first thing I would say, and I say it all the time, is that dreams don't expire. So there's no rush. Like Quincy Jones produced Thriller at age 50. What if he would have gave up at 49 and a half? We would have never had the greatest album of all times. You understand what I'm saying?
That's real.
So that's what I would say. What would you say?
Like I said, Tyler Perry didn't, he didn't do his thing until he was later in life. So I would say the biggest thing is do something that you love. Don't do it. If you're gonna do it just because, then don't do it. But if you're gonna do it and you thought you had your whole Saturday to yourself, and then something go upside down, and you gotta wake up out your bed and get up and do it, and you gotta get up mad about it, that ain't for what you want to do.
Yeah, that's not it.
So do something that you love, do something that you care about, and do something that you care to invest in. Everything that you want to do don't cost money, but it costs time, it costs brain energy, it costs emotions, it costs frustration, it costs all of that. You gotta love to do it. Just like a parent loves their child, do anything for their child.
Right.
That's how you want to feel about whatever it is you choose to do, and map it out. If you choose to do something, write it out. You can't say you're gonna do something at 1:00 and then at 1:05 you think you're ready to go out and do it. No, Take some time, map it out, map out the cost, map out what you think the roadblocks are going to be.
It's gonna be some bumps.
It's gonna do that, and make sure you're ready for them.
Man, I just want to say thank you guys so much, Mr. Ryan, Mr. Greg, for taking the time to take a seat at the table and talk to us about Popcorn Remix and just business and entrepreneurship.
It's the remix, baby.
It's the remix. Oh, P.S. Catch us at Birthday Bash.
Oh, you threw it out there. I was gonna hold him. I was gonna hold him hostage.
I don't know when this coming out. I
was
don't
gonna
know
hold
when
him.
this coming out, but catch us. You're gonna see us all
The
around.
proud sponsors of Birthday Bash.
Sponsors of. Catch us, like I say, we out the mud, and we did this. And let me say, we did this with not a nickel.
$38.
38. We came with $38. Not we haven't advertised yet. We have not did it because people have showed us love. People believed in us. So to be this far without having to advertise and do this, that, another, we did it, y'all. And we made it. If we gonna do something else, but if we don't never do another thing, we made it.
We made it.
And I'm proud of you, brother.
No, I'm proud of you.
Yes,
I keep telling him all the time, he saved my life. He said I changed his life, but he really, really did. He saved my life. He don't even understand it. I ain't gonna get emotional today. I promise you. But
I'm about to make me shed
we will cry. We will cry, but not today.
no, we ain't gonna do it.
Please, before we get y'all out of here, tell everybody where we can follow y'all and order our own popcorn and everything.
Come on, Greg.
All right, so you can show them Chester. Stand up so they can see it. Scoot over a little bit. So you can follow us on Instagram at Popcorn Remix Conyers. You can go to our website, popcornremix.com.
P.S. Also, we fundraise, y'all. If you need to raise some money for yourself, for your school, for your organization, for anything, popcornremixfundraiser.com. You get 50% of all sales, whether you sell 1, 500, or 5,000. You get 50%, no upfront costs. We do all the work. We handle all the shipping. If you need that for your sports team, your fraternity, your sorority,
weddings, funerals, bar mitzvahs,
if you got divorced
divorces,
and you're trying to go to Cabo, we do fundraisers for everything. Please get at us. We love this. We love what we do. We got something for you. You never had it like this. The pound cake, you got to activate it. The rainbow, every color's a flavor.
Hold on, before we leave, because I don't know if they're still rolling or not, but can we give them a promo code for rolling out?
Rolling out, promo code, rolling out, ROLLING out, 20% off any order, running for the next 7 days from whenever this is posted.
No, give them 14.
14, give them 21. 21 days.
21
rolling out, 20% off all sales, popcornremix.com. Please get at us. Let us know what you think, thoughts. Check out the Instagram. You're going to see people passing out, taking their wigs off.
That lady took her wig off.
Painting, all that.
That lady took her wig off.
Not being for real?
She took her wig off.
Her wig off and
put it in her shirt.
And put it in her shirt.
And then did the robot.
And got to doing the robot.
Did the robot. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's what that good popcorn do. That good product make you do sometimes, man.
We've seen them faint, shout, all kinds of stuff over this popcorn. That's no lie.
No lie.
Or as the young kids would say, no cap.
No cap.
No kizzy.
Man, appreciate y'all, and we rolling out. Hello.